And now it is my distinct honor to introduce Jennifer Bridges. You might know her. She's been the accidental activist that has sprung up from the medical overreach we've all lived through over the past 2 years. And it is truly an honor to introduce Jennifer Bridges, pass the microphone to her. She has an important story to tell, and I can't wait to hear it. Here you go, Jennifer. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for listening. My name's Jennifer Bridges. I'm the lead nurse right now going against the vaccine mandates against Houston Methodist Hospital. Louder? Okay. I'm the lead nurse going against the Houston Methodist Hospital for firing us for mandating the vaccine. Well, not the vaccine, the shot. I'm going to say that. We were the first ones in the whole country to have to deal with this vaccine mandate. And it has been complete agony and just horrible ever since it started. Thousands and thousands of people did not want to get it. I want you to understand that, because only a few hundred were left at the end who actually got terminated June of last year. We were the first ones to get fired, whole entire country. Months later is when everybody else jumped on board, because they were all waiting to see what happened with Houston Methodist. But of course, I got mad. I didn't like the way they were treating us. I didn't like the way they were bullying us, threatening us, trying to bribe us. So you might have seen me. I got a little active all over the news, started petitions. I started a state and a federal lawsuit. Have about almost 200 employees on board right now. And the employees are everything from medical staff to vendors, contractors. We have physicians. We even have, we even have Houston Police Department officers on board, because they lost their jobs as well running security for the ER. So we have a whole realm of people on board helping us sue Houston Methodist, because they are leading tyranny and we have to stop them. Because if we can set the precedent, then everybody else can follow, because they're making all the healthcare workers. The Supreme Court tried to help other people, but healthcare workers are getting pushed to the side. We're the ones that worked the COVID units. We're the ones that did all the work when nothing was required. I caught COVID at the beginning. Let me tell you, now I get to work with the Honorable Dr. Mary Talley Bowden at Breathe MD. We do not wear masks. We do not wear anything over our face. All I do is treat COVID 24/7 when I'm at work. Ivermectin, monoclonal antibodies, so many other things that actually work. We have a 99% success rate. We do not, and let me tell you, I'm walking proof that natural immunity works times a million. I had COVID once, I'm done. I live and breathe, I drip COVID every single day I'm at work. I am taking care of you. You are in my face. I have never gotten sick again. Natural immunity will always surpass any kind of injection you can get in your body. And nobody should ever force you against your will to put something into your body or to do a surgical medical procedure against your will. And they tell you we had a choice. They'll tell you, oh, well, they could have just left their job. That's not a choice. When they threaten you with your livelihood, your bank accounts, feeding your family, that is not a valid choice, not by any means. So thousands, unfortunately, sat in that chair, literally bawling, while some evil nurse injected them while they were crying. And any nurse that can do that should be criminal charges pressed against them. That is complete just evil. I would never in a million years do that. I'd probably start crying and just let them get up and go. So we have our big state lawsuit that's hopefully going up to the Texas Supreme Court. Our federal one has not been doing so well, unfortunately. We got dismissed by the lower level federal Judge Hughes. Very, very wrongful dismissal. We made it up to the Fifth Circuit so far. We were in front of the Fifth Circuit about 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago. And unfortunately, they came up with a ruling where they actually dismissed our case for now and told us to step back into state. But trust me, the fire inside of me will not burn out that easily. I'm not going to stop. We are just building different avenues, different platforms. We're trying to figure out our next step. We're still pursuing the state case and whatever else we can possibly do. So we're going to make bigger turns here shortly. We're just figuring the right approach, because we have to stop this, right? They have to abide by the Constitution. They have to look at the Nuremberg codes. They have to look at everything that was ever in place that was supposed to protect human beings from being guinea pigs and experimental subjects, right? And I wanna tell you how much I love Texans for Vaccine Choice. They were literally the first people, the first organization to ever reach out to me and help from the beginning. They were my backbone when nobody else was there. They got me in contact with people. They are just an amazing organization. They are always at the Capitol trying to push legislative. I have worked with them since the beginning. I highly suggest you get on board, see what they're doing, help out if you can. So I'm actually having to go upstairs here shortly and speak at another event. But are there any questions? I wish the mic was a little bit better right now.
You'll speak again at our next rally.
Oh, I would love to.
You spoke at the last one.
Okay, yes. I will go around spreading the truth, speaking to anybody that will listen to me. Basically, if I had more time, thank you. I have gone on for an hour if they allow me to. Whatever you need, I can tell you everything that they're doing wrong, everything that should be fixed. And we need to stop this, absolutely, because we're gonna look back in time and realize this was a historical monument. I mean, you can literally compare this to the things that they were doing in the Holocaust. And whether people agree with me or not, it is absolutely 100% that way. So please join Texans for Vaccine Choice, get involved with legislative, stand up, do everything you possibly can to try to stop this. Thank you.
Yesterday was said that Texas was the only state who did not order
doing anything. Governor Abbott has been worthless. I have reached out to him. He would not help me.
why has Governor Abbott been, what is his reasoning behind this?
That's a good question. I do know he makes a lot of money off of medical entities, so maybe that's why. Yes. But I will tell you, I've reached out to them. He could have put bills in special session, which he did not. So I am not on board with him at all. Yeah. Yeah.
The legislative heroes trying to push back on the executive overreach. Who is bendable that we should talk to?
Well, Senator Bob Hall is leading the charge. He's amazing. We actually did a press conference at the Capitol back last fall trying to get a bill put into special session. Briscoe Cain was there, Slayton was there, Steve Choate is amazing. He's been working hard. Senator Bob Hall is like number one. He's been just a trooper. And then Congressman Louis Gohmert has been helping out. He was supposed to be there, but he couldn't make it, so he sent me a big testimony to read off to him. But those are some of your leading ones. But there are many others on board too, but there's many more that need to get on board, including some Republicans too that kind of squash things in special sessions when they shouldn't have.
Are there any particular Republican villains that we should know about? I gotta say it real loud because I got a different one here. What's that?
Dave Phelan.
Dave
Brought
Phelan.
seven bills
Bad guy.
Written by a Trump former HHS person that would have stopped.
That
the
would have stopped
vaccine
it.
mandates.
Yes.
But isn't it true that there was a lawsuit against the governor and MTX for the contact tracing $295 million
Oh,
contract?
that I don't know.
Yeah, there was
It
a
might
lawsuit
be.
about that.
Okay.
Isn't it true that if you want to start locally, go to your commissioner's court. They handle all emergency stuff in your county. Your county sheriff has a lot of pull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go to your county sheriff.
That lawsuit died for lack of jurisdiction because
Oh, are you-
Dan Patrick chose to let it go and not be part of it. But Bob
Okay.
Hall was a plaintiff.
Bob
Toth-
Hall is great.
was a
Toth,
plaintiff.
yes.
Briscoe helped file.
Yes.
File it.
Briscoe's been helping a lot too.
Yeah.
More of
Toth
those.
is awesome.
We need a lot more of those, and we need our governor to jump on board and help out a lot more too, because that executive order he put out was a waste of time. He literally slapped a $1,000 fine, which to these billion-dollar companies means nothing. So it never helped.
We also need more information out on all the vaccine injuries because the lies out there that there's hardly
Yes.
any or it's very
No, and not only, yes. What I want to do is if anybody knows anybody that would be able to help out in this matter, I want billboards. I want billboards all over Harris County, possibly Texas, to talk about these things and show it, because the amount of adverse reactions I saw in the hospital, now everyday personal people I know, it's astronomical. And it does not work, because right now all I do is treat COVID patients. 95% of our patients catching COVID right now are vaxxed and boosted. Symptoms are no different. They are very sick. It means nothing. It doesn't work, and it's very dangerous.
Even the CDC acknowledges that deaths between people ages 18 to 49 have gone up like 40%.
Oh, everything has. No, vaccine injury related.
Not asking questions.
Because too many people are getting too much money in their pocket, and that's why this continues. The amount of control and money is astronomical. But the deaths increase, cancer rates, strokes, paralysis, yes, you name it. I know people with young children under 18 that died days after getting the shot.
It's unconscionable. It's the Holocaust.
It's horrible.
Held accountable.
Yes, yes. And we need another Nuremberg Code, and I wish we could do what they did back then, and these people need to be held accountable for it. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Any other questions?
Are you aware of any of your vaccine colleagues who may be suing their employer because they weren't cured?
Well, unfortunately, I have a lot of former colleagues that had injuries, even a nurse I worked with that had a miscarriage. But a lot of them, unfortunately, are too scared because it's this billion-dollar beast. So if they're ever willing to, like I've had a few jump on board with us, but it's very hard for most people to put themselves out there and really go after things like that. But I welcome them all on board, and I got all their back. I'll fight for as many people as I can. Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Can we do one more round of applause for Jennifer Bridges, please? Thank you for being here.